Who has the real advantage, fast readers or slow readers? I'll break that down today, and I'll actually help you define what is a fast reader. And we could look at an article by Forbes together titled, "Do You Read Fast Enough to Be Successful?" And I'll show you where it is right here. And he even breaks down, because they broke down a survey by Staples, the company Staples, and they looked at how fast does the average person read, the college student, the high-level executive, and the college professor. I actually visualized it for you right here. But before we get into that and break down where you might be so we could find out, I also have free reading tests online. You might be asking, does reading speed even matter? Is it even possible? Well, I'm a speed reading memory coach, and I don't just teach people how to improve their reading speed with better comprehension or memory. I actually have read thousands of pages of research papers on what is actually possible. Okay, so let's look at, what do I have right here? The slow reader versus the fast reader. Do you want to spend a whole year, this is what the average American reads, a whole year to read 0 to 2 books a year? Or do you want to read 10x that amount of information in the same amount of time? This guy over here, you probably want to be this guy. He's a time traveler. Really, that's what it is. Getting more information in less time. And then look at this, defining fast reader. Some people are fast readers, they don't even know it. You might see them reading in public, you're like, gosh, that guy's reading so fast. I bet he knows about speed reading. You go talk to him, he's like, what is speed reading? Not a lot of people know that you can improve your reading efficiency, your brain's download speed. Just was never taught in school. So let's break down this whiteboard that I have behind me. But look at that, 2 books or that amount of books, really? It's a no-brainer. Let me toss these books. Let's get into it. What do I have right here? Reading speed matters, of course. So let's look at audiobooks first, together. Right here, audiobooks at 150 words per minute. That's most people's speaking speed. So whenever you listen to an audio, a video like this, you're listening at 150 words per minute. 2 times speed, look at that, double, right there. Double, look at that. So of course, audio, 300 words per minute, that makes sense. That means that's efficient. And now the average American reads around 238 words per minute. 238 words per minute, that's coming from a meta-analysis that is concrete data, all right? But people do fall under that. So you can see there, reading already at an average rate beats audio at 150 words per minute. It's just, this one takes focus, right? The reading takes focus, and people don't have focus, but focus will make you more money. That brain muscle of focus will make you more money. So don't downplay the importance of reading, even though, that seems like an issue. So let's look at the other speeds. College students, according to this specific study, were at 450 words per minute. Look at that, already beating an audiobook of 2 times speed. Imagine listening to an audiobook faster than 2 times speed. Sounds awful, but the reason why it's available and possible is because you could think faster than someone else can speak for you. If you think about it, whenever you're like anxious, you're super busy, what happens? Your mind is racing. So you could have your mind race through a book properly. All right, so getting to 400 words per minute should be the goal, but most people are not at that. And how would you even call that speed reading? That's just a good, healthy speed, and everyone should be there because, again, why waste time? You want good Wi-Fi speed? You should also want a good reading speed. So let's look at the next one. We have 575 words per minute. That is a high-level executive, according to this research. 575, we've got a little larger gap right there. Look at that, compared to the college student. And then from the average American to a college student, much larger difference. And part of it is these college students are reading so much. They have to. So part of getting good at reading is really volume. Do you hit the volume, right? Most people hit the pain line before they can hit the volume because it's tiring, it's draining. They're looking at each individual word. They're not applying my techniques to make reading enjoyable and addictive and energizing, right? Last one we have is a college professor at a huge 675 words per minute. Look at that. So that's more than 4 times. More than 4 times more than 4 times the speed of an audiobook at 1 times speed. So if you've ever wondered, how do these people read a book a week? That doesn't make sense. And it doesn't, according to your understanding of what is possible around reading. So most people base their learning speed on their current learning speed. Why don't you anticipate that your learning speed capacity is stronger and better, all right? So now, the next big issue that comes around reading speed that blocks us is that, well, David, I read to remember. I don't want to forget the information. So I'm not going to read fast. So there's two different types of readers, and it's like running. If you're running with poor form, it's not going to be fun. If you're running with good form, it's going to be fun, efficient, and enjoyable, and you'll get more out of it. Same thing with reading. If you're reading with the poor techniques, you're not going to remember as much, and then reading slower and slower and slower, just going to kill your focus, and focus is the prerequisite to memory. I have videos on memory you can go watch. But when you experience a book like a movie, where you're reading faster, more efficiently, there's a flow state, you're enjoyable, natural comprehension, you will experience a book like a movie, where you read chapter 9, 10, 11, but you still remember chapters 1, 2, and 3. Most people are reading so slowly that they already forgot it. But now you see the bigger picture. You have more connection points. So memory is like, this is from Moonwalking with Einstein. Memory is like a web. Think of a spider web, okay? And very creative people, this is also a hack people don't really know. Creative people, as you improve your creativity, indirectly improve their memory, because to be more creative, you have to make more connection points. So with more connection points, information, when it lands in your web, boom, it sticks. And then the more information you have in your brain, the easier it is to remember things, because you see how everything connects. So that's why most people need to pay what I call the dumb tax, where you need to read the top 5 of every book. And this comes from high performance coach Steven Kotler, if you've ever heard of him, that with your memory, you need to do this. With your comprehension, your reading comprehension, you need to get past those top 5. So reading speed, does it matter? Well, if you want to be more productive and efficient, yes, it does. Thanks for listening.